Welcome back everyone to our reaction series and prepare to dive deeper into the dark underbelly of the upper moons, the formidable adversaries that challenge the Demon Slayer core in Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. In this video we uncover the top secrets of the upper moons that you may have missed, secrets that will leave you astonished and hungry for more. New to this channel, subscribe now and smash the bell icon for more challenging reactions. All the way to today's episode. While the upper moons are known for their strength and enigmatic nature, there are hidden secrets that lie beneath the surface, secrets that further enhance their complexity and elevate them to new levels of intrigue. Let's unravel these secrets and shed light on the depths of their darkness. Secret 1. Tragic pasts and twisted origins. The upper moons are not just powerful demons but individuals with haunting pasts. Each upper moon possesses a unique and tragic backstory that delves into their descent into darkness and the circumstances that led them to become part of Muzan Kibutsuji's twisted family. These secrets shed light on their motivations and the depth of their despair. In the case of Upper Moon 3 Akaza, one of my favorite villains in Demon Slayer and someone who just happens to have one of the best and most heartbreaking backstories in the entire series, Akaza's human name was Hakushi, and he was born centuries ago into a poor household in the slums during a time of extreme inequality. He was so poor that he had to steal in order to buy medicine for his sick father, and he was arrested multiple times. He was already a repeat offender by age 11, and he had been marked with 3 ring-shaped tattoos on his arms. These tattoos indicated that he was a convicted criminal, and the authorities threatened that if he was caught stealing again, his next punishment would be to have his arm cut off after Akaza's 3rd arrest, and severe beating at the hands of the authorities. His father took his own life, so that Akaza wouldn't have to steal for his sake. His father did not want to take the medicine if it had to be gained through illegal means, and he didn't want Akaza to ruin his life because of his pickpocketing, hoping that after his death, Akaza would no longer feel compelled to break the law, and so he could go on to live an upright and honorable life. But when he realized what happened, he was furious that his father, who did nothing wrong, had to take his own life because there was no legal means of obtaining his medicine. He was eventually banished from Edo, the former name of Tokyo, and he wandered around Japan fighting and causing trouble. He eventually learned how to fight extremely well, and on one occasion he even beat up 7 adults on his own without even using a weapon after that fight. He was approached by a martial arts trainer named Kaizo. Kaizo saw potential in Hakushi, and after beating the snot out of him, he convinced that the young boy to join his dojo. Kaizo then put Akaza in charge of taking care of his sick daughter. Akaza already had experience taking care of his sick father, so he didn't have much trouble taking on that role. After 3 years at the dojo, became extremely close to both Kaysville and his master. Eventually his master asked him to become his successor and take over the dojo, and Koyuki even confessed her feelings for him, and the two of them were engaged to be married in that moment. Akaza could now believe that he could actually start over and live an honorable life as his father had always wanted, and he would have everything to protect his master and Koyuki. But one day, while he was away visiting his father's grave, people from a rival dojo who wanted to take over his dojo poisoned the well, and both Koyuki and Keizo died. After drinking the poisoned water, when Akaza returned and realized what had happened, he completely snapped. He attacked the rival dojo and killed all 67 of its members with his bare hands, and he beat them so badly that their bodies were no longer recognizable, and the carnage was so brutal that the incident was reported as a demon attack. Muzan, who knew that he didn't send any demons into the area, was surprised by these reports, so he came to see what was going on for himself. Once he found out, he injected his blood into Akaza. By force, Muzan had already been planning the creation of the 12 demon moons at this point, and he thought that Hakushi aka Akaza would be a great candidate. After this occurred, because he lost his memories, and he spent his life trying to get stronger, even though he had forgotten why the real reason why he wanted to get stronger was so that he could protect the people he loved. But as a demon who lost his memories, he didn't even realize that all the people whom he wanted to protect were already dead. Unlike other demons who specifically agreed to accept Muzan's blood, Akaza was never shown specifically agreeing to be turned into a demon. When Muzan approached him, he actually tried fight, but Muzan was too strong, so he forced his hand through Hakudoshi's head, and injected his blood into Haji to see if he could handle it. So we could argue that unlike many of the other demons who willingly embraced Muzan, Akaza was as much a victim as he was a villain. And this is of course what makes Akaza's life and his story so compelling and heartbreaking. Even after becoming a demon, Akaza seemed to hold on to some shred of his humanity, because he absolutely refused to hurt women. Muzan even gave up as a special permission to spare women, because of how adamant Akaza was about not hurting them. Secret 2. Unconventional abilities and hidden techniques. The Upper Moons possess a diverse range of abilities and techniques that go beyond conventional demon powers. From manipulating the environment to mind control and even time manipulation, their supernatural prowess extends far beyond what meets the eye. These hidden techniques and unique abilities make them even more formidable opponents. Secret 3. Complex relationships and loyalties. While the Upper Moons are united under Muzan's command, there are intricate dynamics and hidden allegiances within their ranks. Some Upper Moons harbor deep-seated resentments towards each other, while others form unexpected alliances. These complex relationships add layers of intrigue and suspense, making their interactions and confrontations all the more intriguing. Secret 4. Untold backstories and connections. Beyond their individual tragic pasts, the Upper Moons share surprising connections with other characters in the series. These connections tie their stories to larger narratives, intertwining their fates with key players in the Demon Slayer Corps. Uncovering these untold backstories reveals hidden depths and unexpected twists that enrich the overall storytelling. For example, let's look into Gyoko the Upper Moon 5 backstory as a human, although not much is revealed about his early life in the actual manga itself. But we do get some useful hidden information. In the second Demon Slayer fan book as a human, his name was Monarchy, and he was an outcast who lived on the outskirts of a fishing village. He was considered to be a weirdo by everyone since he apparently collected fish carcasses and did other weird and creepy things. Monarchy lost parents at a young age. They were both fishermen, and on one of their fishing trips they had an accident, and drowned once the bodies of his mother and father were uncovered. They were badly decomposed. But bizarrely, Monarchy aka Gyoko thought that the bodies were beautiful, and he became fascinated by them. One day one of the village children came to tease Gyoko for being so weird. Gyoko apparently killed the child and stuffed the body in a jog. When the child's parents found out, they attacked. Gyoko stabbed him with a 2-pronged fishing fork and left him to die. But Gyoko was stubborn, and he clung to life nearly half a day after being wounded. And that's about the time that Muzan happened to come across the injured Gyoko. And he was impressed by the fact that Gyoko was stubbornly clinging to life, and he then decided to turn Gyoko into a demon. And after that, Gyoko developed a taste for human flesh. With an emphasis on children, he seems to despise all living creatures with the exception of me. Secret 5. Unexplored motivations and desires. While the Upper Moons serve as antagonists, their motivations and desires go beyond simple evil intentions. They harbor complex emotions, unfulfilled aspirations, and conflicting desires. Understanding the deeper motivations that drive their actions adds a layer of complexity to their characters and challenges our perception of good and evil. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't be shy. Leave us a comment in the comment section. Share this video with friends and support our channel for more Demon Slayer reactions and content. You are special indeed.